A very warm good morning to all my dear students of Sri Gokulam Public School. This is Nida ma'am with you and I welcome you all heartily to my online class. I hope you are all doing well. We have completed all our English portions and as you know, we are going on with our revisions. So please my dear children, concentrate on your studies and revise daily the portions that are being taught for you. In today's class, we are going to revise the chapter from the textbook Snapshots, The Address. It is a chapter that we have often revised and I am sure you are well aware of its contents. But still, let us still go through some of the main points of the lesson before I get into the important questions and answers. So here we have got three main characters throughout the story. One is the narrator, of course, and the second person is the narrator's mother, who is addressed as Mrs. S in the story. And the next important person or the important character in the story is Mrs. Darling, who is a friend of the narrator's mother. So the main story gets revolved around three main characters. Apart from this, we are also introduced to Mrs. Darling's daughter, a teenage girl of 13 to 14 years. She is another character that comes towards the end of the story. The story is divided into two parts, that is before Second World War and after Second World War. From the story we come to understand that Mrs. S and her daughter, who is the narrator, belongs to the Jewish community, and before the Second World War, under the rule of Hitler, as the Jewish community was facing a very threatening situation, Mrs. Darling offers help to Mrs. S, that is the narrator's mother, to keep or store her things, that is her household furniture, utensils and other things that she is using in her house as a safe place in Mrs. Darling's house. From the story we come to understand that since they were of Jewish community, they had to go into hiding, and later on they also were taken into the concentration camps and other places. After the Second World War, which is the second part of the story, we come to understand that the only surviving member from the narrator's family was the narrator herself. Everyone else was either executed or died during the wartime. Now after the Second World War, our narrator wants to go back to Mrs. Darling's house and get back the things that she had kept from their family. The experience that she encounters during 2 times of visiting her is what the story content is about. So, first time when she goes to meet Mrs. Darling, we understand that Mrs. Darling refuses to recognize her and she is sent back. Second time again she goes, and this time she is greeted or welcomed by Mrs. Darling's daughter. She is taken into the house and offered tea, but the narrator finds that everything of her house, even the spoons and forks also, are used by these family members and they have got a special attachment to these things. She realizes that those material things does not have any value in her life anymore. Hence, she leaves that house without taking back those things or acknowledging to the daughter or Mrs. Darling's daughter that these things belongs to the narrator. Okay. So that is how the story ends. So these are the main contents of the story. Now let us just quickly go through some of the important question answers. First question, what kind of welcome did the narrator get from Mrs. Darling? Okay, so that is the first meeting we are speaking about. So what kind of welcome did the narrator get? Mrs. Darling was cold and indifferent and evidently displeased to see the author. In fact, she tried to prevent her from entering by blocking the entrance. Later, she said that she was not convenient for her to talk to the narrator at that point and refused to meet her. So, it was not a very good welcome. Some main words to remember from here is cold and indifferent. Then second point is that she prevented by blocking her entrance. She said that she did not have time to talk and refused to meet her. So first of all, she was blocking the entrance. She was not allowing the narrator to get inside the house. And second thing is that when she tried to introduce herself, she also said that she has got no time to talk to her, and she closed the door on her face. So this was the welcome that she got. Then second question, what was narrator's mother's opinion about Mrs. Darling? The narrator's mother considered Mrs. Darling as a very benevolent lady. Benevolent means kind, who strived to save their nice things by carrying some of them away each time she visited. The narrator's mother was unable to see through the lady who wished to cheat her out of her valuables. Instead, she felt grateful to Mrs. Darling. So, what was the mother's opinion? Again, the important words are benevolent lady or kind lady, helpful lady who was saving or storing their things during the wartime. Again, the narrator's mother was feeling grateful to Mrs. Darling. So, three main points to remember over here. And also you can add by telling that the narrator's mother was unable to recognize or understand that Mrs. Darling was actually a person who was trying to cheat them by, in a way, stealing their things and keeping it in their house. Next question is, how did the narrator decide to go back to the things? So here, first of all, the narrator was in the concentration camp during the wartime. After she returned, as I said, she was the only survivor who returned from the war, and initially she was having difficulty in coping up with life. So she was still in the trauma of the war. She wanted to be on herself, be normal after the war, and when she felt normal, definitely she started feeling a nostalgia towards her family members, her lost family members, and especially the things that her mother had given Mrs. Darling to keep. So what is the answer? How did the narrator decide to go back to the things? Gradually, when things became normal, became normal after the war. Again, the bed was of lighter color and she had a bed to sleep in securely, and the surroundings became familiar again. The narrator was curious about all the possessions that might be at that address that her mother had talked about, and went there to relive her memories. So that is the important point over there. Relive her memories. When her life became normal, she was feeling good to eat, she was feeling safe to sleep, then the memories started coming in and she wanted to go through those memories again. That's why she decided to go to Mrs. Darling. Explain, I stopped, I horrified, I was in a room, I knew and did not know. So this is inside Mrs. Darling's house. This is the second visit that we are speaking of. When the narrator went to Mrs. Darling's house the second time, a girl of 15 let her in. She saw familiar things but arranged differently that lent unfamiliarity to the surroundings. She found herself surrounded by things that she wanted to see again but which really oppressed her in the strange atmosphere. So she was in a room I knew and did not know. What does it mean? All the things in Mrs. Darling's house were familiar things, which means that the things that belonged to her. But it was arranged in a different manner. Now it was belonging to someone else. So, she felt unfamiliar as it was arranged in a different manner. That is the meaning of that answer. Next. Why did the narrator not want to remember the place? The narrator had primarily returned for the sake of the memories that were linked to the things that once belonged to her mother. However, she realized the objects linked in her memory with the familiar life that she had once lived lost their values as they had been removed and put in strange surroundings. So why did not want to remember the place? Because initially those things belonged to her. When it were there in her house, it had a particular kind of a feeling. She felt attached to those things. It was living in her house. It was staying in her house. So she felt a special attachment towards those things. But now it is staying in someone else's house. And those people are using those things in the way that they feel comfortable to use it. So she does not feel any attachment to those things anymore. That is why she wanted to leave those places. She realized that those material things does not have any value in her life anymore. That is the reason why she wanted to leave that place. That is the important point in that answer. Those things lost their value or did not have any value in her life anymore. Hence, she decided to leave the house. So, I think these are some of the important questions that you can expect from this lesson. Long answer questions can come. You will be asked to describe the first visit of the narrator, the second visit of the narrator, and also a comparison between Mrs. Darling and her mother, how it was viewed by her mother and how she turned out to be. So those kinds of questions can be asked as a long answer question also. So read through your lesson thoroughly and learn them. Okay, so with this we are concluding today's revision class on the address. Very easy lesson to learn and remember. Please study the question answers and read the textbook thoroughly. You should understand that a lot of objective questions can be asked from the textbook. So read it very thoroughly. Any doubts you have, please feel free to ask me. So with this, let me say farewell to you. Have a wonderful day and keep working hard. All the best. Thank you.